So at some point, I can't remember when, after reaching out to American law enforcement and getting no response at all for about anything, and my life was in extreme ongoing danger. Obviously, they were sending assassin to kill me. They want me to shut the fuck up, and I don't think killing me was first on the list because he first just tried to keep me trapped, and then when that failed, that's when he tried to kill me. But I created another LinkedIn account and I wrote, I've been writing and writing about what happened to me. And I reached out to every diplomat I could, basically, from around the world to tell them my story, to at least make sure they knew what was happening here. Nobody responded to me directly. And I think that's because we're under a lot more surveillance than we know, or maybe they did and I just didn't get it. I don't know. No one responded to me. No one's responding to me now, as far as I can tell. I don't know. But I do think that may have saved my life. Because I'll tell you, like, my family are huge supporters of Israel. My cousin, Barry Sherman, was actually a huge philanthropist to Israel. And when he was killed, he and his wife were murdered. There's a lot of obituaries and honoring of him. He's a huge supporter of Israel. And of course, I reached out to Israel a lot. And at one point, when I was in Mexico, I wanted to show my Mexican girlfriends what a Shabbat dinner was. And so I didn't have wine, but I had a couple candles. I had some challah. May have been just bread. It may have not been challah. I can't remember. But we went out to the beach for sundown. And with these two candles and the bread, and I showed them what a Shabbat ceremony service kind of looks like, what we do, the prayers we sing, and what we do on Shabbat. And when we sat down, there was this very beautiful young woman came and sat right down in front of us by herself. And she had a bottle of wine. I can't remember. I'm friendly, so I just started talking with her, and turns out she's Israeli. So I invited her to come into our service. She had the wine, right? You're supposed to have candles and bread and wine for the full service. We didn't have the wine, but she had the wine. And so here's this Israeli young woman, and she joins our Shabbat circle. And there were other Israelis I encountered in Mexico that helped me out. Like one time I was going to get kicked out of this one place. I was desperately trying to make some kind of money. And I'd been doing a tarot reading, and then my tarot cards were still... Anyway. And this Israeli guy came along, and... I was trying to give... I had been hired, quote unquote, hired to be a massage therapist on the beach. And no one came and got a massage for me. So I didn't make any money. And I was going to sleep outside that night. And this Israeli guy came and wanted a massage. And we talked a lot, and I gave him a massage. And then he gave me $100. So at least I had some shelter for the next few days. Actually, quite a bit. Because of his generosity. And he just kind of showed up in the nick of time. Nobody said, "I'm with the Mossad. I'm here to protect you." So I don't know. Maybe that's just fantasy on my part. But until I did just kind of intuitively feel safer once I had made sure that the international community knew what was happening to me. It wasn't just one lone woman, with her story, with no one knows her story. I may have saved my life that way.